So, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? When you hear that, over and over again. Now, if you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? 10 minutes later, oh, when are we going to be there? When? And this about drives you crazy when you are driving a car. So let's talk about what's happening in this model for the law of attraction and the law of vibration. Let's say we have the driver of the car, we have one or two other passengers in the car, and we have a little person in the car. The driver of the car knows where they're going. They're in command, they're in control, they're confident. The passenger in the car is more or less in the same position, but they're a little bit more relaxed because they can sit and observe and they can look out the window. They can fiddle with whatever they have, their cell phone, or check messages, or help navigating, help to find the way, help comfort other people in the car, especially if there's small children in the car. And then we'll probably have one or two little people in the car who have less information and experience with what's happening when you take a road trip, especially a long road trip in the car. So again, let's go over each one of these positions under a scenario that you've been driving for quite a bit of time, and everyone's starting to get a little bit impatient. The child in the car will start to ask over and over and over again in frustration and possibly in anticipation because they might be excited about where you're going. Are we there yet? When are we going to get there? How much longer is it going to take? And they maybe will start to talk about what they're going to do when they get to this location. Where are we going again? So you have a lot of questions coming from this little person about what's happening. They want details. They want to know everything. And then the driver starts to get frustrated. Now they're more confident because they're in the power position. They know where they are going. They also have to focus on the road. They're pretty much confident that they're going to make it to point A and point B, but they know the risk. They know that something can always happen on the way and nothing is guaranteed. But overall, they feel confident. Otherwise, they would not have made the trip by car. But they might start to get a bit frustrated and say, hey, would you be quiet? I already told you that we're going to be there soon. We're going to be there soon, even though it may not be soon. They're going to say that to appease the younger person in the car, the child in the car, to keep them calm, to keep the peace, to keep it quiet so they can concentrate. And then finally, you have that passenger. And the passenger is probably the most relaxed in the car, other than the interaction between the driver and the child or children in the car. Their job is to appease, maybe calm down the driver. Oh, calm down. Maybe we should stop for a minute and take a break. And of course, the driver's like, I want to get to the location. Or they try to appease the child. Oh, here, what do you have to play with? Would you like a snack? To get the child a little bit under control. So if you apply this same idea to what is happening now, who are you in the car? Are you the driver? Are you the passenger? Are you the child? Now, for this exercise, and to try to break this blocked energy, I had an idea, a concept that came to me about this scenario, and I think it fits because when you start to doubt and wonder, how am I going to solve these problems? How am I going to find a job? How will I get enough money to do A, B, C, D? How will I recover my life? Who will I end up with? When will I ever get along with my partner? Doesn't matter. You know that type of mind chatter that overtakes your consciousness when you start to worry and fear. It's very disruptive. When it starts, you can choose anyone in the car that you would like to be. But it's nice to play this game and see where it takes you. Now let's do this two ways. Well, three ways. Let's say you're the child in the car and you start this mind chatter. You start this rumination. You start this worry. You can ask over this mind chatter. When you start to worry, how will I do this? How will I do that? You can ask yourself, are we there yet? Am I there yet? Or you can ask this to a higher source, to God or to the universe. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And you say this over the mind chatter to suppress this worry. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And try to answer it back. Where should I be? Where do I want to be? Where am I going? Why am I trying to go there? What are my objectives? What is my aim right now, today, at this minute? Where else would I like to be? Where else should I be? Where do I want to be? Now, if you have the time, or if you're so inclined, it might be beneficial for you to have a piece of paper and write down the first thoughts that are coming to your mind as you ask yourself, am I there yet? When am I going to get there? Where do you want to be? Where are you going? Where are you trying to get to? Now put yourself in the position of this confident driver who's steering the car. He or she knows where they plan to be. They know the destination. They're confident about how and when they're going to arrive at that destination. There might be some delays along the way, traffic jams. You might have to stop a few times at a rest stop to pick up a snack or other. But you're pretty confident that you know that you will get to your destination. Also the passenger. The passenger is trying to keep everyone calm so that there's no major upsets and they can all get there safely. So as a driver, if you're asking, are you there yet? Are you there yet? When you start to have this mind chatter, you would say, I'm not there yet, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Or you can ask again to your higher source, are we going to get there? When are we going to get there? Huh? Yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Because the driver knows that they will get there. They're not so worried. And this is another example. You've been in that situation where you've driven your car home from work after a long day. And it's almost as if you arrive home and you're not even sure how you got there. You're like, wow, that went fast. That was quick. Okay. This is kind of the feeling that you want behind this as we start these exercises in the next few weeks. You want that knowing confidence that you're going to get to where you need to be. But try to understand where you want to be. And until you are clear about where you want to be, this will block your energy, so to speak, and hinder you because you're not sure. And that might be in a great part due to Saturn shaking everything up, wrecking the confidence, causing fear, causing a type of disruption in the inner core and being of who that Sagittarius elemental energy is in terms of optimism, in terms of faith, in terms of self-confidence, in terms of being a visionary. After you've had everything shooken up and things that you thought would be successful suddenly fall apart and prove to be unsuccessful, it wrecks this type of core confidence in the Sagittarius in particular. But this can apply to all signs. This technique can apply to all signs. So we're trying to restabilize this inner core in terms of when you start this self-doubt and mind chatter, you react back. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And you do that until this mind chatter is suppressed. And then you can start to ask, where am I going? Where do I want to be? Where other than right here, right now, do I want to be? What am I looking for exactly? Try to define it and be clear. And we will see where this takes us. We will see where we are next week if anything else comes through. But I feel like this will be a very progressive step in terms of unblocking this energy. You can try this exercise in different ways that you feel comfortable with. I just thought it was a good example for Sagittarius. and I will see you guys next week. Thank you for joining me. This was Rising Vibration. I'm Inga. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please, guys, as we go through this process, try to leave comments about if it's working for you or different techniques that you're using, which might be helpful to other listeners on the channel. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.